Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? This is Dalton. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Dalton My World. Welcome home. Now, I was talking to someone the other day, a subscriber. The subscriber was telling me straight up, "I want more story time. I like your story times." So, and I don't just pop out story times. I pop out story times that come to me at different times. I don't just throw a story time just to be throwing one. If it comes to me, it could even come to me in a dream. And then one of my story, things that happen. And, I make a video of it. And this is one of my story times. And this is actually going to be two story times. All right, now, on with the show. All right, people. One of my story times, this first one is called Pepper. Now, Lindsay, okay, my friend, me, Bill, and Lindsay, we used to always hang out. We'd go to clubs and all this other stuff together. And we had a friend of ours, his nickname was Pepper. Now, this is when we were younger, so I was way younger. Um, Pepper, now I'm explaining, Pepper was tall, good looking, blue eyed, blonde haired guy, always dressed nice. Like, but for some reason, he was the funkiest person I have ever met in my life. I mean, you cannot ride in a car and not have the windows down with Pepper. Okay, even if it was hot. I remember anytime it was hot and we were riding somewhere with Pepper, the windows would be down and the air conditioning would be blowing full blast because you just couldn't do it. If you could, you're a better man than me because I tell you what, your eyes would start watering. I mean, it was just strong, unbelievable funk, like a boiled egg that went rotten, stuffed with garlic. Okay, just sitting on the side, just fumigating. Okay, it was just, it was almost undescribable funk, and we could not figure out what in the world. We tried to guess, even hint around, and try to figure out for whatever reason why he was funky. Now, so Lindsay, Bill, and I got together. And we said, okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Okay, forget this. We're gonna find out because there's no logical reason unless it's something that we're missing that he should be just that funky. Okay, I mean, he didn't have no dirt smudges on his face or nothing. He was just his hair was together, and you know. And one day we went to his house, and we already had a plan, right? So Lindsay said, "All right, when he goes in there to go and get dressed, I'm gonna go in there and use the restroom and find out what the hell's going on. And y'all just stay here, y'all shouldn't act like everything's normal." So we were sitting in this house. We went to pick him up because we were gonna go out to the club. And we're just sitting in there chit chatting. I think we were chit chatting with his sister. And we're just, acting like everything's normal. And then Pepper goes, "Okay, I have to run in here, uh, wash up and get dressed, you know." So we all waited. And then Lindsay, he said, "All right," that was Lindsay's clue. We kind of looked at each other and, we were just talking, playing it cool. And Lindsay went, "Okay, I gotta use the restroom, man." Or, "Oh, hey, man, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead." So he goes in there. Lindsay goes to use the restroom. And then, I guess about 5, 10 minutes later, Pepper comes out. Done. And we know we heard water, right? And Lindsay comes out with this shocked, baffled look on his face. Now, Lindsay has been through hell. Okay, I mean, there was Lindsay. I'm not gonna tell you his whole story, but he's been through a lot. Okay, so it wasn't very much a shock, Lindsay. And Lindsay was crazy. Lindsay, there's things Lindsay do that most people were like, no, I'm cool. I'll be back here. Just let me know when you. Okay, Lindsay's crazy. So it's not. So if he's coming out shocked, okay, that's telling you something. So we were just like, okay. So finally, and so finally we end up going to the club. Of course, windows down, and I was dying. We were dying because we really wanted to know what the hell was going on. And Lindsay was just kind of getting out his shock look, but he was still kind of shocked. So finally, everybody's going, we're at the club, everybody's doing everything. So finally, when Lindsay and I and Bill gets together, what the hell happened? He said, dude, went in there. He says, and Pepper fixed his hair. He said, then he turned on the water. He said, so I'm thinking, you said he's thinking, okay, he's going to get ready and wash up, He said, Pepper turned on the water, takes a handful of water, throws it on his face. Then he puts on his clothes, his nice clothes. You're not missing anything, okay? Then he takes deodorant and he goes once over his clothes. And he says, I'm ready. Yeah. Never did he touch the face towel. Never did he use any soap or wash up. Never did he put deodorant on there like that. No. He just did what you he just did once over with some spray deodorant. And he's on his clothes, not on him. And said, I'm ready. So we got and Lindsay said he was just like it's kind of like if you're a guy, and I know you guys have seen this before. If you're a guy and you see someone just really grunting one out, okay, in the restroom, and you're at the stall, and then all of a sudden the person gets through, okay, and they just beeline for the door, ignoring the hand washing session. They just don't even wash their hands. They just go straight to the door. Us guys have seen it. It's just like we're just like. So that's the story of Pepper. So we finally figured out what the hell was going on with Pepper. Right? And it was like, how do you approach something like that? I don't know. Now, in the second story time, I gotta tell you, it's called. All right, it's called The Picture Show. Okay, now, me and a group of friends of mine, and I have always had really a diverse group of friends of all colors, race, nationalities. Really could care less what color you are. And but we had this one, Quana and his girlfriend, and Quana was an excellent break dancer. He was an excellent dancer. And Quana's girlfriend, she was this redhead, right? I believe she was kind of reddish hair. But one thing about her, and I'm not the type of person to mess around with anybody. If someone's dating or even halfway dating somebody, that person's off standard to me. That's the way it is. But his girlfriend at the time, and we all were younger, just nice breasts, just huge, nice breasts, all right? And she was not ashamed at all. Okay, so, and I believe her hair, she was kind of reddish hair. And so they all talked to me and a couple of my other friends, they all talked to me and, hey, let's go to this picture show. I was like, sure. So I go to this picture show with them. And, and it was another friend of hers that was top heavy that was there too. So we all go as a group and having fun. And, I didn't drink, do drugs or anything. So, yeah, we always just going there having fun, enjoying each other. So we go into this picture show. All of a sudden, you get this crazy, these two couples caught in the rain. Then all of a sudden, people pull out these water guns, and they're just squirting all over the place, and water's thrown all over the place. And if you haven't guessed it now, the name of the show is called the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So, yes. So I'm like, okay, what the hell? What the hell's going on here? You know? And everybody acts like they've been through this before, and I'm just like. And then once they kind of saw a look on my face, that was it. Because, in their mind, it was like, oh, virgin. Fresh meat. And there was one part I remember of the show. I mean, that was an experience, but I loved it. Okay, I mean, I went, I think two or three times after that. After that, I mean, I loved it. It was fun. The first initial time, nobody really told me about it. I guess everybody else knew, and I guess they thought I knew about it. It just really blew my mind. But there was one part where I guess they're doing a dance or something, and his girlfriend was up there. They were doing the search. Oh yeah, put your hands on your hip. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, it was like he had to do this dance, and it was fun. But then she took off her shirt, right? While she's doing this dance, and I'm just like hypnotized. I'm seeing her full breast, no bra, just all right. So I'm just like, just drooling. And if that's, I was like, oh my God, you don't get no better than this. I was always wondering what they look like, And they were just fucking perfect. I mean, excuse my language. It was just perfect, So all of a sudden, it was like, oh, it can't get no better than this. All of a sudden, her friend just takes off her shirt. And I'm just like, oh my God. This is what heaven's like. I'm in heaven. This is what it's like. Okay? This is what it's like. Oh my God. I just had tons of fun, with them. And at the show and everything, and that Rocky Horror Picture Show, it was just tons of fun. And so that's my second story time. And that was the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I would call that the picture show, man. That was crazy, but it was fun. Highly enjoyable. And even when I hear that song now, I can't help but to put my hands on my hip. All right. Yeah. That's my double story time for you today. All right. I hope you enjoy it. I ask you to give me a thumbs up. All right. And if you really, really hate my content, don't like it, you can give me a thumbs down. But anyway, as long as you're respectful. Okay? And you can comment as long as you're respectful. Okay? But I ask you to share this and subscribe. And I thank you all. All right. And that is my story time. All right. For today. Peace out.